What if I told you that your green smoothie, your gym membership, and your meditation app are only 10% of the wellness puzzle? You're doing everything right, you're eating clean, you're exercising, but you still feel drained, uninspired, and stuck. You feel a nagging sense that something is missing. You're treating the symptoms, but you're not treating the system. This is the wellness trap. We've been taught to see wellness as a checklist. Did I work out today? Check. Did I eat a salad? Check. But then you get to your job and you feel your soul draining away. Or you look at your bank account and feel stressed. Or you look at the world around you and feel helpless. You are a whole person, but you are only tending to one small part of your garden. You're meticulously watering one plant while the other 5 are withering. And you wonder why you don't feel vibrant. The truth is, you can't hate your life Monday to Friday and expect to wellness your way out of it on a Saturday morning. That's not wellness. That's a band-aid. It's the definition of insanity, running harder on the same treadmill, in the same room, wondering why the scenery never changes. The industry wants you to think the answer is in a new product, a new supplement, a new 30-day challenge. But the answer isn't something you buy. It's something you build. Real wellness isn't a checklist. It's an ecosystem. It's a 6-pillar structure where every single part supports the others. You can't have a strong building with 5 weak columns and one strong one. It will collapse. Today, we are tearing down that old idea and building a new one. We are talking about holistic wellness. It's about aligning your entire life, not just your lunch. It's built on 6 pillars: soul, mind, body, career, environment, and charity. Let's break down what they are and why neglecting even one of them is the reason you feel stuck. First, the pillar we are often most afraid to talk about, the soul. This has nothing to do with religion. This is about purpose. This is your why. Why do you get up in the morning? What makes you feel truly alive? What brings you a sense of awe? For some, it's spirituality. For others, it's creativity, painting, writing, playing music. For many, it's connection, deep, meaningful connection with other people or with nature. Your soul is the part of you that can't be fed by a salad or a paycheck. It needs meaning. Neglecting your soul is why you can have a perfect life on paper and still feel completely, desperately empty. Next is the mind. This is your mental and emotional health. This is the software for your life. You can have the most expensive computer, but if the software is full of viruses, negative self-talk, anxiety, unprocessed trauma, constant comparison, it will crash. Mental wellness is about becoming the architect of your thoughts. It's therapy, it's journaling, it's setting boundaries, it's unfollowing accounts that make you feel small. It's learning to sit with your emotions without judging them. A healthy mind doesn't mean you are never sad. It means you know how to be sad and you know you won't stay there. Third, the one we all know, the body. This is your physical vessel. This is the hardware your entire life runs on. And yes, it's about nutrition, movement, and sleep, but it's not about punishment. It's not about forcing yourself into a size or shape. It's about respect. It's asking, what does my body need to feel energized today? Maybe that's a run. Maybe it's a nap. Maybe it's a glass of water before the coffee. This pillar is the foundation. You can't ignore it. But it is not the whole story. Pillar 4, career, or as I like to call it, your contribution. We spend 1/3 of our entire lives working. You cannot compartmentalize this. If you spend 8 to 10 hours a day doing something you hate, something that misaligns with your values, or something that makes you feel worthless, that toxicity will bleed into every other area of your life. It doesn't matter how much yoga you do. Holistic career wellness doesn't mean you have to be a CEO. It means your work provides a sense of mastery, autonomy, or purpose. It's finding value in your contribution, whether that's building a company or being the most reliable team member. If your job is just a paycheck, that's fine, but you must find that sense of contribution elsewhere, or this pillar will crumble. The fifth pillar is your environment. This is your physical and social space. Look around you right now. Your home, your desk. Does this space make you feel calm and capable, or stressed and chaotic? A cluttered room often reflects a cluttered mind. But it's also your social environment. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Are your relationships with friends, family, and partners uplifting you, or are they draining you? You are a product of your environment. You cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick. Curating your space and your social circle is a non-negotiable act of wellness. Finally, the sixth pillar, charity, or what I call contribution to the whole. This is about looking beyond yourself. We are wired for connection and service. When our only focus is me, we become isolated. Wellness is not a self-obsessed bubble. Real, lasting wellness comes from recognizing we are part of something bigger. This can be formal charity, donating money or time. But it can also be mentoring someone, helping a neighbor, volunteering, picking up trash at the park. When you contribute to the whole, you create a ripple effect of well-being that comes right back to you. It's the antidote to feeling small and insignificant. So, look at these 6 pillars: soul, mind, body, career, environment. Charity. See them not as a to-do list, but as an interconnected ecosystem. The reason you feel off isn't because you skipped the gym. It's because your career pillar is shaky, or your soul pillar is malnourished, or your environment pillar is toxic. You don't need another new diet. You need to do an audit of your life. Start with one small change. If your environment is chaotic, spend 10 minutes tidying your desk. If your soul feels empty, spend 5 minutes listening to a piece of music that moves you with no distractions. These small acts of alignment are what build a life that doesn't just look good on the outside but feels good on the inside. You have to start seeing your wellness as the beautiful, complex, interconnected system it truly is. Stop just watering one plant. It's time to tend to the whole garden. My question for you is this: as you look at those 6 pillars, which one do you know you've been neglecting? Be honest. Which pillar do you need to work on most? Let me know in the comments below. And if this resonated, subscribe for more. It's time to get holistically well.